Tarot. I hope you guys are all well. It is Thursday evening at the time that I'm recording this. So, hopefully some people tap in to watch during the live. Otherwise, watch at your leisure and whenever you have time. So, without further ado, I'm not gonna, talk too much. For those of you who are new, welcome, and I hope that you like what you see here. This is a pretty cool page. Of course, I should be saying that about my own page, right? But no, seriously, it is pretty fun. My page typically focuses more on, like, spiritual healing and the spiritual journey, that type of stuff, learning how to release things and stuff like that. That's typically what my page is geared towards. But I like to try to mix it up with like love readings, and I just started doing, as of last week, like what's the tea kind of readings, because I know that there's a lot of readers who, kind of do that kind of thing. So you can see like what's going on, like behind the scenes of situations, or, in your own life. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm trying to like kind of hold off to see if anybody pops in before I start, but we'll see. Last week we had a actually big, I don't have a big page or a big channel, but like the turnout last week was actually pretty good. So we'll see what happens tonight. So like I said, I'm gonna try to hold off like for maybe a minute or so before I actually pull cards. But yeah, so let's just see what's going on with the collective energy. I've already cleansed the space very, very thoroughly because I just did a reading a little while ago for somebody. So cleanse myself, cleanse the space, cleanse the cards, all that stuff. So, Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time for their highest good when it comes to what's going on in their life? Clear some most accurate messages so they can know what's going on behind the scenes of things that they might not know at this time, so that they can make the best decisions possible going forward. Excuse me. Clear some most accurate messages. I'm just going to jump in because I don't want to do that for too long. All right, so we have hustling, making it rain, focused on money, getting it. So a lot of you guys right now are really focusing on your bag right now. You're not worried about nobody else. You're just doing your own thing. I like that energy for y'all because, people be worried about everybody else and not minding their own business. Um, sending evil eye energy, all this BS. So it's like I'm getting that right now. You guys are, yeah, you're really. I would not be shocked if the actual unbothered card were to come out, but you guys are like really unbothered right now. You're just doing your own thing, focused on yourself, your prosperity and things of that nature. What we got? Dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. So while you get in your bag, right, you got people who, might have, again, been sending like that negative energy, and you've removed yourself from those situations and those people. And you are protected. So like, that energy is blocked. Do not worry about, people coming into your energy and messing up what you've been doing, because at the end of the day, yeah, you already released that energy and you're protected from that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. What else does the collective need to know at this time for their highest good? Thank you. We have spiritual hater, hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. So, some of you might be like spiritual folks yourself, and there's somebody in your energy who, they your light basically repels, like it compels them, like sorry, there's the word that I'm looking for. Like they just feel like repulsed. That's the word I'm looking for. They feel repulsed by your energy. Like you're in a very high energy, high vibe. You're working on yourself, your spirituality, your money's right, or you're getting your money right. And like there's people who see this and they're like, who the fuck is this person? Who do they think they are? And it actually like irritates their actual like being. Like They cannot stand it. And it's sad because it's like, damn, like, what am I doing that's like so bothersome to you that you can't stand me just because I'm focused on myself? Like, that's sad. It's really sad. Tell us more. Thank you. Played out. I haven't seen this card yet. We have played out. Like, that phase, that person is played out. Like, you chose to remove yourself from that person. You know, you literally dodged the bullet. Like, you, as you've been working on yourself and, you know, increasing your wealth, increasing your sense of, you know, self and worth, like, this person, whoever this person is, like, they, I just heard head fake. Like, you, like, for people who like basketball, like, I just feel like, you know, they just, again, like, that energy of just, like, you know, the light that you emit, like, it literally repulses them. And again, it's a very sad energy. Sad energy. Like, we have bad reputation here. So this person has a bad reputation. For some, they might be like using substances, or they just, you know, I even heard that some of them get around. This person could be a friend or could have been a friend. Because I just happened to look on the bottom of the deck for shits and giggles. We have karmic friends here on the bottom of the deck. So it says, can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So, you know, whoever this person is, for a lot of you, it could be a fake friend. And I mean, I just did a reading the other day where a very similar energy came up. Now, mind you, it wasn't even a what's the tea reading. I just ended up pulling from another deck. The energy came up. And I'm just like, okay, well, shit. Now we got to find out what the hell's going on with this person. So I'm getting that this is probably the same energy from the other day for those of you who did watch. And a lot of people were like, yo, I know exactly who this person is. But yeah, this person probably doesn't have the best reputation. A lot of people probably look at them like, I wouldn't be around them if I were you type of energy. We got looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, I already kind of picked up on this energy before, but this person is probably blocked in some way, shape, or form in your life. I'm getting their blocks probably in terms of their phone number, probably online and all of that, like social media and shit. Like, you don't fuck with this person like that, but they're trying to figure out ways to, like, you know, get the inside scoop on what's going on in your life is what I'm picking up on. Tell us more for people who end up watching. Tell us more. Thank you. We have cyberbully. You are being bullied online, or they are, or sorry. There's a typo on the card, so bear with me. You are being bullied online, or they are, I think that was supposed to say have suffered from it, etc. Yeah, there's a big time typo on here. People need to proofread their cards before they put them out there. But anyway, there's a lot of typos in this deck, I've noticed. But some of them I could kind of ignore. That one, that's pretty hard to ignore. But the point is, you might have been being cyberbullied by somebody. You might have like fake people like following your accounts and stuff like that, and like sending you messages and stuff like that, and saying some weird shit to you. So just be careful with that type of energy, because that's not the energy you want. Like, so like if this person is blocked, they might be sending other people to try to like talk to you and shit like that, and again get the inside scoop of what's going on in your life. It's Thirsty Thursday. I take a little bit of a nippy nip when I do my readings on any day, really. But yeah, just, you know, a little nippy nip here and there. Ain't never hurt nobody. Even spiritualists need a little bit of a, you know, nippy nip or something here and there, or a glass of wine, whatever. Tell us more. Thank you. Inside scoop. So we got that information of, you know, that looking up, and now we have this again, like that type of energy. A closer look, nosy up in your business. So there's somebody definitely looking at your social media and things like that, trying to figure out ways to like get in touch with you. Tell us more, like, but why is this person even doing all this? Like, this is a lot. Like, for what? Wants you back. So for some people, Take this as it resonates. For some people, this could actually be a I know we had the karmic friend card that showed up. It was on the bottom of the deck, but for others, now it's on the main spread. This will be an ex who has been thinking about you. For others, this is very, very specific, so take it as it resonates. You might have had a fling with a friend of the opposite sex. Nothing wrong with it. If that's what you're into, cool. But this person ended up actually catching feelings for you. And I know this is very, very particular and specific, so take it as it resonates, like I said. But this person, like, you wanted to just continue to be friends with them, but they wanted something more. So, take that part as it resonates, because that's not going to be for everybody. Yeah, like they look at you as more than just a friend. For others, it's just simply saying, like, this is a karmic friend for sure, but they want you back in their life. So again, take it as it resonates. It could be an old partner. It could be an old friend. It could be somebody you had a fling with who was just a friend. I saw 1111. I happened to look up. So it's like, just take it as it resonates. An offer. So somebody might make an offer of some sort, maybe an apology. Now, the thing is this. Can you trust this person, right? We don't know yet. Based on a lot of the energy I've seen, I don't think they're trustworthy, but you guys all have free will, and everybody's situations are also going to be different. So we don't want to just assume that something is so bad just because, just because of cards, right? That's not fair. Granted, I'm a reader, but like, I'm also realistic, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, everything's so bad, just because of a reading. This is a collective reading, right? If I read for you particularly, that's different, but it's collective. So, everybody's situation can be a little bit different. Some people, maybe this was old energy and they're worth having back in your life. So, how do you feel about it is the question, right? If you feel like they're worth being in your life again and you don't think that they're going to do some bullshit, cool. If you feel like they're still in this type of energy, I would say keep avoiding them. We have creativity, steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. So this is like a copycat energy. Somebody who, whenever you express any thoughts or anything about something that you want to do, here they go trying to do the same exact thing, wearing the same clothes you wear, or I don't know, just use a random example. Say you're a tarot reader and then they want to be a tarot reader too. And you start building a channel and stuff. Now all of a sudden they want to build a channel too. And then like you have like, certain set like themes and stuff that you work on. All of a sudden they're doing the same stuff. They never did those type of readings before. Like, I'm just thinking of random shit, but like it could be something like that. Take it as it resonates. So we got 2 different cards here that came out. We have haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. Now, ironically enough, I just said something about, for some of you, if let's say if you are a tarot reader too, and you have a friend who also is into that kind of thing, this person also is a divination abuser. So like, the thing is this, like, this person, they feed off of your energy, they feed off of your ideas, but then they want to be in your energy and in your space. It's like, make a choice here, like what side of this coin are you on? It's very weird. And mind you, I didn't even realize the divination abuser was there because that was under the haunted card. But yeah, they're thinking back. They're like, damn, like I could have done things better or differently, and have been in a better position. Tell us more. Like I said, this is gonna be different for everybody. For other people who, when it comes to that divination abuser card, it could be like they get readings on you. Take that part as it resonates. Marrying for money. They might be in a relationship where they only are with somebody for the money. Interesting. Yeah, like I keep getting this into you vibe. Like, very weird energy. Very weird energy. Tell us more. We have ain't shit. Like, flat out, ain't shit. I picked up on this energy even the other night, but like, for some of you, take this as it resonates. Some people might have like this person, whoever is in your energy, might be a tattoo artist or just an artist in general. They might be a really good, like, somebody who really can draw and sketch really well, possibly, for some. Take that as it resonates. That's not going to be for everybody. Kind of disappointed that there's no one here. Like, people keep popping in and then they leave. Popping in and they leave. I don't know if it's the same person the whole time doing that, but I don't know. Whatever. Moves in silence. So I feel like this person, whoever this is, like, they kind of just do stuff behind the scenes. Like, they don't want to be present. They don't want to be seen. So they do a lot of shit just kind of like, without people knowing, including you. Let's get a few more from here and then we'll read into the tarot. And I'm going to probably close this out because there's nobody here. So reading's kind of getting boring. What we got? Still haven't figured out the algorithm for YouTube, and I don't know if I ever will. Same shit, different day. I feel like, their life is starting to become very boring and redundant. They're just kind of like just doing the same shit all the time. And it's because they're in this low vibrational ass energy. They won't do anything to change their circumstances. So it's like, if you don't do anything to change your circumstances, then things are never going to change in your life. We have girl fight, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. So this person feels like they're in competition with you, possibly. You might have physically had a fight with them at some point, or just a lot of arguments with this person. But I'm definitely getting like secret competition type of energy for some. Let's get maybe 2 or 3 more from this deck, and we'll pull a few cards from tarot. That'll be great because this is getting annoying. Moving on. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. So it's like, you moved on from this situation. You're like, I don't need to have people in my life who are dragging me down. I don't need people in my life who I feel like ain't shit, right? So we have some cards that came out together. We have kissing ass and broke ass. So this person, whoever this is, they might come back around because they are broke. They might come into your life trying to, offer fake apologies and stuff like that, and it's because maybe they need money. And I mean, the thing is this, like, it could be a romantic partner from the past, but it could also be just like an ain't shit old friend who maybe relied on you for money a lot or something like that, and they're gonna come in trying to just all of a sudden like, oh yeah, I want to, now I'm around, like I'm the best friend ever, like, nah, and you're just dusting it off. You're like, yeah, I'm good. Dust that shit off. I just heard dust bunny. Yes, yeah, spirit's funny like that. Yeah, like, just dust bunny ass energy, bro. Get out of here. Or sis, whatever you are, like, get out of here. Wasting my time and my energy. Yeah, because I feel like at one point in time you might have gave them a lot of money. You might have helped them financially in some way, whoever this person is. So, like, now they want to try to come back into your energy because they ain't got shit. They don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and now they want to be in your space. And it's like, okay, I'm good. Yeah, look at this. We have thief, robbed, loss, theft, physical, or emotional. This person is like an emotional, like, vampire. They take from you mentally, physically, spiritually, like, any way that they could take, they just take. They don't give back. Let's get 2 more from this deck. Like, they don't give back in terms of the relationship in any way. And it's very sad to see that, because it's like, I'm picking up on a person who's, working on themselves. They're doing their thing, figuring out life, and just kind of, rolling with the punches, figuring out ways to, better themselves. And then here's this person trying to creep back into your life who you've already, worked on releasing, and now they want to try to come back. Like, no thanks. We have love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. So again, for some of you guys, it might be an old romantic partner who did this kind of stuff to you. Let's get 1 more from this deck, and then we'll pull the tarot. Yeah. It's just sad. It's just a sad energy. And we have jackpot here, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. I feel like that's y'all. Like, I feel like you guys are just in this, like, this energy of, like, one of the first cards we saw was, like, that energy of, you know, somebody who's leveling up. And they see that and they feel it. And the thing is, let's say if they are watching you, right, on social media and stuff, for some people, I'm getting like, you know, take this as it resonates. There's people who like started businesses and things like that, and they're doing well with their business. And you know, they obviously, if you have a business, you got to be on social media. Unfortunately, I hate it, but whatever. You know, you have to be up there, and they're seeing that you're doing all this stuff, and they're like, oh, hmm. So that's what you're doing with your time now, huh? Bet. And they're trying to like plot, like figure out a way to learn more about what you're doing by sending other little minions to figure shit out, and then they're trying to kind of open up that gap so they could come in and like talk to you and, you know, say whatever they want to say. But the thing is, it's not going to be coming from an honest place. They're going to just be doing it just because they want something out of you. You know, they want to feed off of your energy. And the thing is, again, you guys have already done your work. You realize that this person, whoever the fuck this is not worth that time or effort. You've already done the work. Yeah, happiness hater, exactly. Like they see you from you see how there's somebody watching from a distance, and they see this person who is you know, working on themselves. They're happy, they're doing their own thing, and all that. Like they can't stand it, and they're just like they're watching from the sidelines and just like, how can I come in and fuck it up? You know, thinking of a master plan of how to do it. And like I said, they probably have people literally behind the scenes, like fake, like watch your. I know it's not here on the actual spread, but pay attention to your friends on Facebook and all those different social medias, because like let's say if you don't have your stuff set to private, there's gonna be people possibly like watching your shit like a hawk and relating information to somebody who's like an ex or a fake friend or whatever from your past. I really like start looking through all your friends on there, or at least watch how you post your stuff. Like, you know, if there's certain things you don't want certain people to see, post it private. You know what I mean? Like, make it where it's only friends who can see it, or just look over your friend group. So, because look at that, you can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Screenshot, getting evidence, proof, facts. So there's people taking screenshots of your pages and shit like that to relate it to somebody else who can't see your stuff right now. Mm-mm-mm. Lord. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. I wish there were more people watching. But for those who are here, I hope that it's resonating. You know, give a like or some reactions or something. You don't have to be a ghost watcher. You can actually like respond. Um, but what do we have on the bottom of the fucking thing? Fake accounts, fake social media accounts to spy, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. I'm telling you, you guys, whoever's watching, there are going to be some of you guys who are getting watched by an old flame who you don't fuck with anymore, an old friend who you don't fuck with anymore, who has fake accounts who are still able to be in contact with you. You don't even realize it's a fake account, and or they have people who are their little minions who are friends on your stuff, who watch your stuff and then send screenshots and stuff to, you know, whoever this person is. Take it as it resonates. Crying over you on the top of the deck, sad, hurt, upset, etc. Yeah, they know they fucked up. It's giving me like Five of Cups energy. Like there's a lot of regrets. Whatever they did to like screw up their connection with you, they're realizing like, damn, I really fucked up. And they're receiving their bad karma because of it. I mean, there's only so much fuckery you could do to a person before eventually you start receiving your bad karma. I mean, what do you expect? So it's Thirsty Thursday over here. You know, sip whatever you sip on. You know, I got my little nippy nip over here. We got like your little wine or whatever. Make yourself a little cocktail. You know, we just gonna keep on looking at these cards and seeing what Spirit got to say. What else they're gonna divulge to us? You know, whatever. Ooh, I kind of like this. We have, well, that part I don't know if I like it yet. Three of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles when I split the deck. So, you know, that's letting us know that there's either a sense of, it could be secrecy, possibly with that Three of Pentacles, but it could also be about teamwork. But with that Ace of Pentacles, and we talked about, you know, you guys are in your bag right now. You're doing your thing, focused on yourself, you know, and there's really high vibrating energy while this other person is, you know, just watching you win. There's her, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. um, Everybody's hands go up and they stay there. Like you guys are, you know, like on an upper echelon compared to whoever this low vibrational ass person is. So I like it for y'all. I do. So get one more shuffle, and then we're gonna I feel like that wasn't a good enough one. All right. So what we got? Got 10 of Cups. This is where y'all are headed, right? Y'all headed towards like your overall happiness with this 10 of Cups. For some of you, might be even like going down the aisle with somebody, having kids, the white picket fence, all that stuff. 2.5 kids and a dog, like all that stuff that they say is like the American dream and all that shit. Like some of you guys are like literally moving in that direction while this person is like just watching you be happy and they're miserable. Look at that, Ace of Cups on the top of the deck. Like this is where you guys are headed. I feel it's about outpouring of happiness. Hierophant. Literally, some of y'all might be getting ready to get married. I'm not making this shit up. Like the cards are saying it. You know, some of you guys might be in the, you know, in the element in your life of working on building, you know, meaningful relationships with somebody, and dating with intention. And again, there's people watching on the sidelines. They can't stand the fact that you're working on yourself and that you're working on your happiness. They can't stand it. Tell us more. So what's the current energy right now for the collective? Clearest, most accurate message. What's the current energy? Thank you. Judgment. So you guys have been like maybe going through like a major spiritual awakening here with this Judgment card. Like, you know, calling an end to anything that no longer serves you. You're able to look at things from a new, you know, perspective and say, you know, the things that I used to do, or like, you know, the things that I liked or the things I indulged in, so on and so forth, those things don't, you know, they don't resonate with me anymore. I'm working on myself spiritually. I'm working on my self-love. I'm working on, you know, my physical well-being, so on and so forth. I'm working on my money. And, you know, you're moving on or have moved on from all those things that weren't serving you anymore, right? The Chariot. And sometimes that involves even people that, you know, just aren't in the same vibrational space that we're in, right? The Wheel of Fortune, nothing but major arcanas here, by the way. We have the Wheel of Fortune here on the top of the deck, you know, turning that wheel in a new direction. And it was fated to happen this way so that you can, you know, do what you need to do in your life to, you know, get to your bag and whatever else. Another major arcana here, the World. Successful completion of an old cycle that no longer served you. You know, you had to be the one to kind of see things for what it was, and you've moved on from it. Tell us more. So what has the collective released that has worked in their favor here? I wouldn't be shocked if it says like the Three of Pentacles or the Three of Cups. Wouldn't be shocked at all. Or Five of Wands, Five of Swords. I'm just trying to think of cards that are all about like drama and shit. Or could be about drama. What we got? Okay. We have Knight of Swords. That's about fleeing fleeing the scene, right? Like you're you know, you move in a new direction, you follow your intuition, you move in a new direction very quickly. It's all about action taking. Again, seeing things for what they were, being honest with yourself and saying, okay, I have to remove myself from this. I gotta do it quick. Like, you know, I can't, like, in order to be in my bag with this King of Pentacles here, like, in order to be in my bag and do what I need to do with my life, you know, be in a sense of security. Like, I can't be messing around with this old low vibrational fucking energy. So I have to cut people out. Queen of Swords on the top of the deck. I have to cut people out. I have to be real. I have to be truthful. I have to be honest and say, okay, enough's enough. I have to cut those things and people out. Off with your head. Um, yeah, in order to balance the scales, right? You know, in order to make room for the things in your life that you want to have and you want to attract, you have to remove the things that are, holding you back from that. And I feel like that's what you guys have done. Tell us more. What's maybe going on behind the scenes that the collective doesn't know or they need to focus on a little bit more in order to go in the direction they're trying to go. Thank you. We have the Four of Swords. So that's usually like about rest and like restoration, but it could also be about anxiety. Um, we have Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's about somebody who's very confident, very fiery energy. Um, could be a businesswoman. Um, she could be a fire sign. Let's get a little more information. Temperance. Oh, someone might have Sagittarius in their chart because we got that Queen of Wands, which is fire energy, and then we have the Temperance, which is the Sagittarius card. So that's about peace and balance, and harmony, divine timing, equal give and take in relationships, so on and so forth. Um, this makes sense. Two of Pentacles in the middle of the deck. So I feel like they're saying that one of the things that you might have to still kind of work on is being confident in your judgment. Perhaps sometimes you have a hard time with saying to yourself, okay, self, you made the right judgment call here. Perhaps sometimes you go back and forth in your head about certain things and certain people when it comes to being able to make the final decision. Hence why the judgment is in the middle of the spread here. Making that final decision about people in your life and situations in your life. You're like, damn. You go back and forth. You're like, is that the right decision? You kind of, hissy foot around, a situation to see if it's the right thing for you. And then it's like, they're basically saying, get out of that energy. Because the thing is, you have really good intuition and you know exactly what it is that you need to be doing. It's just a matter of actually doing it. So that going back and forth in your mind about people who you've cut off and stuff like that, especially when they try to roll back around into your life, they're like, don't let that happen. Don't let that happen because you cut those people off for a reason. So follow your intuition here, your good judgment, because your judgment is accurate. Yeah, this energy that was definitely around you that was not positive, they're like, oh yeah, you did the right thing here. So, keep up with that. If this is resonating, you can hit the like button. You can send hearts or anything just to let me know it's resonating, so on and so forth. That just lets me know that I'm connecting with the energy. That would be very, very beneficial for me. Tell us more. What's like the basis or the foundation of all of this? Thank you. All right, so we got the Queen of Wands on the main spread now. We already saw her just a second ago. Again, that energy of somebody who's very confident, very confidence is the main thing. She's very fiery. She's a go-getter. She could be a business owner. But she's sexy. Like she's the shit when she's vibrating in her higher self. Because when she's vibrating low, she's not that great. But look at that. We also have the Ace of Wands. So that's about passionate new beginnings. So this is not bad, right? This is pretty good. I do feel like some of you might have fire in your chart, so this could definitely be, for some of you, that could be your energy, that Queen of Wands, that Ace of Wands coming up now, new ideas that you guys are, trying to, put together. That's why I was saying, like, for some of you, could even be like a business thing. So let's say, throwing this out there as an example, this is not going to resonate with everybody, so take it as it resonates. Let's say you had a lover or a friend who, you were dealing with and you told them about your business ideas and they stole your business ideas or they shot your business ideas down out of jealousy and things like that. Like, They're saying, you know, by letting that person go, ooh, I can't make this shit up. I didn't even look at this card or what's on the top. The Hanged Man. That's all about releasing and letting something go. See things from a new perspective. And we also have that Judgment card here in the middle of the deck, right? Or the spread rather. So like, you know, you had to use your sense of confidence, right? And your judgment when it came to looking at the situation here and saying, okay, you know, I'm kind of good on this. Like, this is not the type of energy I want around me. You know, for some of you, it could have even been like, again, you saw that energy earlier. It could have been your lover. Like, who the hell? Like, that's like sleeping with the enemy type shit. Like, somebody who, you know, acts like they love you and they care about you and all that, and then they do like shit like, you know, steal ideas or shoot your ideas down. Like, who wants to be with that type of person that's not a supportive, you know, dynamic in a relationship at all, right? Tell us more. So likely outcome. And then I'll just pull like, I'm trying to think what I want to pull from. Maybe the I don't know. Divine Masters, maybe? We'll see. I'll decide to close out, because unfortunately this didn't have as many people come on as I was expecting and hoping. That's okay. You know, I know people have their own lives and not everybody's going to see the, you know, the reading pop up and stuff. I'm just figuring it all out myself. So we have Two of Swords as the likely outcome. So it's about decisions, right? But the thing is, with this decision also comes that sense of it's a hard decision to make. I just saw 36 when I looked up. So it's hard because of the fact that, okay, let me say this. When you add 36 together, like in terms of numerology, sorry, it adds up to 9. 9 is about approaching endings. And that's the thing that's hard about this, right? Approaching that ending, knowing that you have to cut somebody out if you haven't done so already. I feel like a lot of you have done this already, and if it hasn't been done, it's happening. And now it's about using your judgment. Yeah, and there's a lot of confusion about it. 7 of Cups. There's a lot of confusion here. But the thing is, a lot of the confusion is more internalized because it's a sense of self-delusion. You're trying to convince yourself of something that's not there or not real. And that's why you have to take that, you know, you see how this person is wearing a blindfold in this picture? It's because they know that they have a decision to make, but they don't want to make the decision. It's like, bro, you gotta take the rose-colored lenses off and like see things for what it is. Because the conflict with this 5 of Wands here, that conflict is internal. This isn't even about the other person anymore. Now this is about within yourself. You got to see things for what it is. And there's anxiety about this. 9 of Swords in the middle of the deck. So, you know, you have to see things for what it is, the truth, you know, and, you know, truth hurts. You know, it don't always feel good. But in fact, a lot of times it don't. But, you know, you got to see things for what it is, you know, so you don't do yourself a disservice. You know, why keep people around in your life who, you know, bring you down? Why keep people around in your life who secretly are hating on you and want your downfall? Like, that's not the type of energy nobody should have around them. You know what I mean? So take a step back and analyze the people in your life right now. You know, really reevaluate things. So the people who are currently in your life, who you know you have like this weird energy with, and you're like trying to figure it out, those are the people that this reading is about. For those of you who have people who you already cut off, and then they try to, you know, be real sly and come back in some kind of way, pay attention to their asses too, because these are the type of people that they're trying to warn you about. And I'm just a messenger, you know, take this shit as it resonates. But I just feel like you guys are above and beyond all of this, so y'all gotta be the ones to, you know, use your discernment and do what you gotta do. All right, what we got? All right, we have Jwal. Cool. Divine mission, enlightened action, make choices from the heart, right? You know, where's your heart guiding you, right? And when I say this is coming from a place of if your heart is like, if your heart chakra is balanced, right? Because there's people who are just, they give too much, think too much with their heart, or use their heart too much when it comes to making decisions. They're saying, follow where you're being guided, of course, but make sure you do it, within reason, because your heart can mislead you to any decision, when it comes to like how you make it. If you make head over heart decisions, that could mess you up. If you make, you know, heart over head decisions, that can mess you up too. Like you gotta, using your gut, so on and so forth. Using only your logic, right? They have to be in alignment with each other. So if any of those things are out of whack, it's going to make it very hard for you to be able to use any of your judgment when it comes to any of those particular things. This is when we start talking about chakras, right? We start talking about your third eye, we start talking about your heart chakra, we start talking about your solar plexus, so on and so forth. Like, make sure you make decisions based on, that's why judgment again is in the middle of the spread. You got to make sure that you have all that in alignment before you can make a judgment call here, or else your judgment could be very off, right? Like I said, that's just on the bottom of the deck. So let's see, let's get like maybe 2 or 3 cards from this deck, and then I think that'll probably be it, because I don't think this one got as much momentum as I was like hoping and expecting, because last week it was pretty good turnout, but this week is a little bit slower. So we have, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to say this, Vajrayo Genie, something like that. I cannot say that. Transcending fear. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. So I don't know how to say that name. I apologize if I said it super wrong. But yeah, a lot of stuff like also has to do with fear. So the thing is, it's like, for instance, looking at things from a new perspective, and knowing that, like, in order to cut people and things out, whatever that may be for you, it also means that, like, you're literally doing things completely different than what you're used to. Especially, like, let's say it's like a relationship and you were with this person for a while. Like, being able to, sorry, friends, being able to, how can I put it? Take that leap of faith in your life and say, oh, I'm cutting this person off, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, damn, that's shit scary, right? So that's where the fear comes in. And they're saying, you like transmute that energy, like that fear that you're feeling, use that to fire yourself up and do something new and different in your life. That's what they're trying to say. It's about transmutation. Like, okay, I'm going to use myself as an example. Now, this is not even about fear, but like recently I had a reading done for me, and she's really, really good. And, she said, okay, for instance, this is, over sharing possibly, but I've been celibate in a couple weeks, it'll be 2 years. And, she was saying, you might be feeling like a lot more sexual energy lately. And I'm like, how'd you know that? Oh, you're a fucking reader just like me. I get it. So like I understand how it works. But she was like, yeah, you're feeling that energy. Well, remember, that's your sacral chakra, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. And she's like, transmute that energy. I'm like, I see where you're going with this. Tell me more. And she says, take that same energy and create something, because your sacral chakra is responsible for reproduction. It's responsible for your sex, impulses and all that stuff, right? So she was like, use that energy to create. And I'm like, oh shit, I can create things when it comes to my business. Right? So transmutation is important right now. Taking that fear and doing something with it, taking that leap of faith, the full energy, taking that leap of faith and say, you know what, I'm going to do something completely different than what I'm used to. And I'm not going to be afraid to do it. That's what I'm getting here. So let's get like maybe 2 more from here. And that'll be it. All right, we have Kathumi. Initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gifts. I feel like some of you might possess gifts yourselves, and they're saying, this is a time to You know, take that fear again, right? That sense of transmuting. Take that fear and do something with it, because, you know, what on the other side of all that fear that you're facing and feeling is also, you know, the resolution of your situation, and it's going to allow for some new things to come into your life, including new gifts. For some of you, take this as it resonates, but some of you might also have, and I was picking up on this earlier, some of you might have gifts yourselves, like tarot readers and stuff like that, spiritualists and things of that nature. And they're saying that those gifts are going to start to heighten for some of you. We have Paul the Venetian, gifted one. Look at that. Revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Very interesting, because I literally just said something about that. Wow. I really like that energy for y'all. Let's get one more from this deck. Thank you. And that card came out again. I'm not going to read it again, but for those of you who already here, then you know about that card. It was the one about the divine mission. Bottom of the deck, we have Jesus, which is interesting. Acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. So you're being called to serve in some type of way right now, too. And that could be a part of like that whole like spiritual gifting you kind of started to see showing up. You know, a lot of things that have happened in your life are meant to happen so that you can be on this new spiritual path that's going to allow you to come into terms with what your gifts are, which are the gifts that you're meant to use in this life and in this world to help other people, is what I'm getting. What's on the top of the deck here? Sorry, guys. Cards don't want to come out. Okay, I'm gonna take both of them because maybe they want to be together. So we have. Oh yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate then, because Mary Magdalene, that was Jesus's wife, from what I understand. Sacred vessel, and I just said something about the sacral chakra. You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. You know, more confirmation of what I just said. Transmuting that energy, right? Creating something new. Taking the energy that you're feeling and doing something positive with it. Taking that fear and doing something different with it. This came out with Lakshmi and Ganesh. Prosperity vibration. There you go. You are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. Again, more confirmations of what we saw way early in the reading. People who are getting in their bag, getting their whole life right. Not just financially, but as a whole. On that spiritual realm too. Like, you guys are doing a little bit of everything. You guys are really like in this holistic approach to your life, where it's like, yeah, whatever doesn't serve you on any avenue of that has to go. And I like that, because, like, you know, speaking for myself, you know, I get it, because it's like, you know, I'm still trying to release some stuff in my life where I'm like, damn, how can I get rid of these things so that I can be exactly where I'm supposed to be at? Because sometimes I feel a little bit off, and I'm like, I'm seeing it in this reading for you guys, and it's like, you guys literally have like dodged some bullets, man. People who just, you know, didn't want anything positive for you, and you guys started to see that, and you released yourself from that energy. And we have in the middle of the deck, Isis, reclaiming magic. Call back your power. Exactly. Call back your power and what is rightfully yours. You know, calling your energy back from those people who were like those energy vampires, right? Who just did nothing but take. They just sucked your energy away from you. It's like, you guys are finally at that place in your life where you're like, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I know where I'm at, and I know what I want, and that's not it. Let me just see something. See if I have the deck near me. If not, then yeah, I don't have it near me. All right, fuck it. For shits and giggles, I'll pull from here instead. Let's try and find my one with like affirmations, but maybe they wanted me to read from here instead. So I'll just do like 2 or 3 from here, and that'll be the end of the reading. I mean, for those who were here, I do hope that it was helpful and that it made sense or it resonated, because I feel like this has been I feel like for those of you who watch like collective readings, this has been a trend in a lot of different readings. This like past lover or this fake friend who just is watching you from behind the scenes and just wishing that things don't work out for you. It's very sad, you know, very sad. But you guys, I think you guys are wiser than that now, and you see it, you feel it. We have natural born leader on the bottom. Oh, okay. I'm going to take this card too because I feel like this is very important. Actually, I'm going to just take all of these. These cards all, I feel like they were meant to come out that way. I'm not even going to read anything else. Okay, I'm going to take these. We have natural born leader. You were born to lead others. It is a part of your life's path. So part of your soul's evolution right now is to, you know, help lead others, because what was underneath that was parting ways. And that's why I had to stop what I was doing. I'm like, okay, these cards, the order that they were coming out, they needed to come out in this order, and I needed to read them in this order. It may be time for you to move on from this person or situation. I mean, you can make this shit up even if you wanted to, right? And then we had underneath that, spiritual growth. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. I think those were the exact words I used, was spiritual evolution. Something along those lines, or spiritual growth, something like that I said. So it's like a little while ago. So I mean, you can't make this stuff up, you know. Karma also came out. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. You know, the scales are balancing, right? And I said that earlier. You know, after everything you've dealt with and people that you've dealt with, now it's like, okay, things are starting to turn around. We saw between, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, and we literally saw the Justice card too. It's like that same energy of like karma happening and things happening exactly the way it's meant to happen. And then we also have career transition. I've been picking up on that for a lot of you guys, that you guys are about to do something new and different. These new gifts are coming in towards you because of the lessons have been learned and that you are about to start applying. It's going to help you when it comes to working on something new, when it comes to your career too. For a lot of you who end up watching this, your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. You're coming into your purpose right now. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. For those of you who did, I just saw 5225 when I looked up. For those of you who did stick around, I greatly appreciate you, because you guys are super important and super special to me. Um, as I build this channel, because you know my channel is moving very slowly, but I'm hoping that at least the messages are reaching the right people. That's all that really matters. And eventually, you know, it'll get bigger, and you know, let's go from there, right? But thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your grace. You guys are amazing, and I hope that you see that within yourselves as well. And I love you guys very, very much. If you haven't done so already, like, share, and subscribe. That subscribe is extremely important, and the likes as well. So, you know, whatever way you can support and continue to support, I would greatly appreciate that. Also, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm on. You know, I'm trying to get a little bit of a rhythm here. So I'm just kind of going with the flow here and seeing how things go. So with all that said, I love you so very, very much. And until next time,